Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Michael Ahwetie. I'm the Managing Director of P1 Pro, and I want to encourage you to subscribe to Cedarwood Radio.
Hello everybody, this is Vivian Imako, the ED, P1 Perfection Business Investments Limited, and you're listening to Cedarwood Luxury Radio. Keep it locked. God bless you.
Hello viewers. I am Ambassador Dr. Julius Oyedemi, your most astounding CEO 2023 P1 Group. The best radio to listen to is no other than the Cedarwood Luxury Radio. Thank you.
This is Cedarwood Luxury Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.
All right, exactly 3 minutes past the hour of 1. Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome once again to Nigeria's first real estate radio. This is Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. How is it going? What is happening with you? What's going on with you? What's going? Okay, so it's Monday. We ought to be official. We ought to be corporate. We ought to be, we need to comport ourselves and behave ourselves in a ruling manner, not an unruly manner. How are you all doing this beautiful Monday morning? Hope your day is going fine. I hope your day is not going boring. I hope your day is not boring, because if today being Monday is boring for you, man, we need to pray serious prayer. We need to take you to the mountain and deliver you from every spirit of Monday boringness. Yes, welcome once again to another amazing session right here on Nigeria's first real estate radio, Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. And this is the Real Estate in Nigeria program. Yes, Real Estate in Nigeria program. And the good thing is I'm not seated here alone. I'm seated with some young men in the house, making things, ensuring that the show runs smoothly. A big appreciation to them and a big appreciation to you for being a part of us, even from the very first day till now. Thank you for joining the morning session, and also thank you very much for being a part of this afternoon session. Do well to like, comment, and share so that everyone can be a part of this session with us this beautiful, beautiful Monday afternoon. Yes, this afternoon we want to talk about something very important. The aim of this discussion this afternoon is to demystify something, what was the word I'm going to use again? To bring about a correction, or to bring us to the knowledge of what we may, or some of us out there may be ignorant of. Now, during the elections, before the elections, we experienced some tribal, change the narrative. Exactly, that's the perfect word. I mean, I have great guys in the background ensuring that, yes, I know what to say and say it the way I ought to say it. So before, during, and after the elections, we experienced some tribal quarrel, if I should put it that way, some tribal discrepancies and all that, one tribe going against one tribe and all. You know what I'm talking about, some tribal fights, words of some things going up, people saying a lot of things and all that. Now, of recent, we've seen demolitions of building, and this same tribal thing is also playing out. This same tribal thing has also, creeped into the demolition of building, and which is what I want to talk about, not to give an excuse for anyone, but just to make us have an in-depth knowledge to understand the whole thing, all right? To make us understand. I have a video I'm going to play. The video is about 16 minutes long. And after that video, when I'm done with what I want to say, after the video, I hope I won't have to say even much. And then I'll say one or two things, and then we'll draw the curtain, because yes, this is why we are here this afternoon, just to create awareness, just to inform you, and just to, what's that word again? Change the narrative. Yes, just to change the narrative. Now, we've seen demolitions of buildings. Several buildings go down. And some people have, when things happen, I said something this morning that some people do things out of disinformation. Some people take steps, decisions, without proper information, without being informed. And some people are just quick to share news. Some people are quick to say things, even without, 100% assurance of the background, the foundation, the background of the whole story. They're just quick to jump on any information, spread news, good or bad, and all that. So we want to demystify something this afternoon. We want to change the narrative this afternoon. Do well to join us this afternoon. Feel free to ask your questions. Feel free to contribute to the session as well. Like, comment, and share. I also would love to hear from you from the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Let me know where you are and what you are up to at this very moment. So this afternoon, I came across a video on X from the Lagos State Environmental Updates Twitter handle at MOE_Lagos. A video was posted about 23 hours ago, explaining something that we need to, be very, very much aware of, so that we don't tribalize this demolition of building. Yes, we experience this. You see, politicians has a way of bringing division amongst the people through tribalism and some other things. But in this situation, in this particular case that we're about to look into, it has nothing to do with tribalism. But it has everything to do with structure. It has everything to do with how things should be in place, how, the society should run. It has everything to, do with structure. That is the best word I can use now. After the video, I'm going to take a few comments because I have questions to ask. I have just like every one of you out there asking the same question. And after we return, I'm going to say one or two things, and then we'll draw the curtain we draw the curtain and we'll call it a day. All right, please, let's have, pay close attention, please. Pay close attention. Listen to every details. Watch them. The good thing is that this session would always be there forever and ever. All right, this session will always be there. Let's take the video quickly, and then we'll be right back.
Hello. I'm sure by now everybody must have heard what happened in Ikota in Lekki. And if you haven't, take a look at this video. It's unfortunate. And by the way, if you're wondering where I am, I'm currently on site, as you can see. And before everything becomes crazy, I decided to do this video. So I just had to leave that place. There were a lot of distractions, people needing my attention, and a lot of noise. It was affecting my train of thought. However, this is also our project, but this is just so the person that bought it is the one doing the innovations you can see behind me. I just quickly came in here, to record this video. It's in the same estate, just across the road here. And also, this estate was affected by the demolition. So I'm in the right position to, tell you what actually happened, right? I'm in the business. So many people have been calling me all over the world. My friends in Germany, Canada, even Ghana here, like, Bond, this is your real estate. What exactly is happening? And also this comment by MNK, right? Trying to tribalize the issue. These are the things that motivated me to create this video. I understand MNK sentiment. I'm an Igbo boy. And all this stems from, what happened during the election. So I understand it. However, I feel that it is right to, share this information that I have with the public, for those who genuinely want to understand what happened. So right now I'm going to go into my computer and then show you a high-level assessment, of what happened there. Let's jump right in. This is a map showing the Ikota area of Lekki. If you scroll in, you can see Ikota GRA down here. And if you're familiar with the demolition case that's currently trending online, you will know that the demolition happened somewhere here, just off Mobile Road here, beside Copra Mart, for those familiar with this area. And the demolition started from here and is going down to Ikota. But this is not the beginning. This is not where the story begins. Let's scroll down. Right? Sorry. To here. You can see that this water channel, water body or canal, whatever I want to call it, commences from this place, just off Ogombo Road, not far from Ogombo Road. Right? And from here, you see it goes down through this fire station at the end of Mobile Road, through Mobile Road, through Ikota GRA, and terminates inside this river behind West End in Ikota. And then it further goes, you can see that this water continues through Oral Estates, under that bridge at Ikota, that Ikota bridge, through VGC, and terminates into the Lagos Lagoon, right? As you can see up here, Lagos Lagoon. So that is the normal direction of water. That is how water is supposed to move to enable, to ensure that the area is appropriately drained. So all the drains in these locations, all, converge in this canal and then flows into the lagoon as so. And you have the same thing in Orchard Road. You can see this somewhere in Okwaja, if you can look here. So that is the normal direction of water. That is how water is supposed to move to enable, to ensure that the area is appropriately drained. So all the drains in these locations, all, converge in this canal and then flows into the lagoon as so. And you have the same thing in Orchard Road. You can see this somewhere in Okwaja, if you can look here, Okwaja community. You can see that this channel starts from here, goes down through Lafiaji to the back of Orchard Road. You can see Victoria Crest 4 here, into the same river at the back of West End. You can see Orchard Road here, see Mega One event place. So you have that same water body. They now converge inside this place to all get drained in the lagoon, in the Lagos Lagoon. And that is how it is all over Lekki and Lagos in general. That is the original plan. However, if you scroll down, you will notice something. You will see some constrictions, right? Some bottlenecks that have been created by people who build unscrupulously. Now let me show you a live drone view of what I explained on the map. So at the very beginning now, you see this portion of the canal has obviously been blocked. If you see the way the water is just stagnant at the top, you see that it has been blocked. Let's go down. All these rubbles you can see at the side here, they were all properties, especially this one. This one was still under construction. Everything demolished, about 20 terraces, everything demolished. All right. So have you observed the problem? You see this demarcation here, right? You see this demarcation here. That was what they narrowed the canal into. They basically turned the canal into a gutter. These other parts where you can see the water was done by the government agencies that are also doing the demolition. So as they are demolishing, they are opening up the channel. About 20 terraces, everything demolished. All right. So have you observed the problem? You see this demarcation here, right? You see this demarcation here. That was what they narrowed the canal into. They basically turned the canal into a gutter. these other parts where you can see the water was done by the government agencies that are also doing the demolition. So as they are demolishing, they are opening up the channel. So how do you think this environment is going to be if or when this canal has been turned to a gutter? Let's continue. So you can see it very clearly how they narrowed it down. So as they demolish, the government officials now opening it up so that the water can flow freely. Both on the left and the right, properties along this route are going to go down for it. So now we are following the path like I showed you on the map down to the Kota River. So you can see that white canal. You can see how it has been narrowed. It has been narrowed and turned to a gutter. And this is not even the worst part of it. Let's go on. Perfect. So I don't know if you can see it. This is where the canal has gotten to, right? And this is supposed to be this area here is supposed to be the continuation. But can you see all these houses here they are comfortably sitting on top of the pathway of the canal. So the water comes here and stops. There's nowhere for it to flow. And then here, it continues down to the canal. So all these houses here have been marked for demolition. So let's see. So you see over there, down there is the Ikota River. So everything was supposed to flow down into so all these houses here have been marked for demolition. So let's see. So you see over there, down there is the Ikota River. So everything was supposed to flow down into the Ikota River, but houses have, blocked the channel. And these bottlenecks have now prevented this normal flow of water, right? So water cannot now flow as it's supposed to be and drain into the canal, which has now led to people of this community, the Maroko community, the Gedegede community, experiencing flooding. I'm going to show you the flooding situation in that area, right? And you have the same thing in Orchard Road. They have the same channel. For those of you familiar with Orchard Road, you know that you also have a flooding problem in Orchard. It's also part of the issue. You see this water body here, it now gets bottlenecked here. You see another bottleneck here. So when water doesn't have free channel to flow, it starts to, settle on the surface where people are supposed to live. So now what the Ministry of Environment has basically done is to open up all these channels. If you look here now, you will see that even this house is on top of the canal. You can see that this is a structure. You can see that even the map recognizes that something has eaten into the, let's say, right of way of the canal. If you go further down here, you can see how this place has been narrowed down. So water cannot flow. So the Minister of, the Commissioner of Environment is now trying to open up all these places so that water can flow. That is all that is happening. In fact, I heard from a reliable source that it was members of this community, the Maroko and the Gedegede communities, that wrote a petition to the Office of the Commissioner asking for help over the flooding they experience in their areas, which is due to the blockage of this canal. Now let's take a look at what these conditions are. What these conditions are. from all that you have seen so far, do you still think that the government is at fault for what they did? Definitely not. Now, the next question I'm going to ask is that if the government knew that these people were doing the wrong thing, why did they allow them to build the houses in the first place? Who gave them the building approvals? I can authoritatively tell you that none of those people had a building approval, talk less of a title document. There are some building regulations you can flout and can be overlooked, right? Maybe setback, airspaces, and all those other small infractions. They can overlook it and still process your approval for you. But no government agent will give you approval on a land that is flouting, some kind of rules. This one now obstructing a canal, right? Because they know that if an investigation is done and they are found out, they are going to lose their job, and in worst case, is even arrested. So what happens is, I'm going to explain this with a story, right? When I was young, right? Because they know that if an investigation is done and they are found out, they are going to lose their job, and in worst case, is even arrested. So what happens is, I'm going to explain this with a story, right? When I was young, and NEPA comes to cut our lights, right? Maybe we are owing areas of about 100 and something thousand naira. So the electricity agents come and, we just rally around them and give them maybe 2,000 naira and they leave us. But that 2,000 we give them doesn't reflect in our bill. Our bill will still be accruing, right? Until a point that it gets so bad that, we keep on bribing, and maybe we are now owing 500,000. They'll just come collect the entire wire, right? They took our wire a lot when I was younger. So this is the same case. So, when these government agents come to carry out their functions, Nigerians won't allow them. They'll try to settle them. And if you go and watch the video done by the commissioner himself, you will see a place where they were trying to, settle him. Look at this video.
This person who's out to work in the community, sir, we can all of us just to mitigate the pains. We can put money together.
No. Let us talk about it. The average Nigerian likes monetizing everything. It won't work that way. We should not monetize everything. Whatever is wrong is wrong. Whatever is reprehensible is reprehensible. Let the law take its course. And that course is going to take. Listen to me. Listen to me now. Listen. Let us be fair to all concerned. How will you feel? My own is leave the issue of money. If before we try to enforce.
Do you see it? So this is what happens in every situation. So it's not everybody that is as principled or is as comfortable as the commissioner to, blow off such proposals, right? And this is what you also need to be aware of, that in Nigeria, you can be getting away with a lot of things until there's somebody like this commissioner. Listen, there are some top officials that can be lenient, right? They would have listened to the pleas. But you see this commissioner, the guy is a very stubborn man. If you see the way he talks, the way he carries himself, or let's say principled, right? So there are some people you see, and you know that there's something different about them. So once in a while in every government agency, people like him come. So if you...
My honey, I can't believe you're finally home to buy our dream apartment.
Yes, my love. The Cedarwood luxury apartment and terraces have always been the dream.
Yes, I'm so happy. Wow, this view, I love it so much.
This space, so perfect.
It will be forever, or I'll never fall in love.
How?
In a restless world like this is, love is ended before it's begun. And too many moonlight.
This kitchen is a cherry tree.
Seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never my heart.
Live the Cedarwood dream. Subscribe today.
You feel that way too.
All right, yeah, welcome back from that video. I hope we've been able to understand what we're trying to talk here. Now, this has nothing to do with tribalism. And just like the young man said in that video, let's not tribalize everything. This has nothing to do with the fact that some persons are trying to chase away some certain persons out of Lagos. The government is demolishing buildings belonging to some certain persons. This has to do with structure. This has to do with the original plan on ground. And this has to do with the fact that people flouting the laws, people flouting the rules, and thinking they are going to get away with it. But at the end of the day, you know, receiving the consequences. All right. So it is important we get ourselves informed, fully informed before taking big step, bold steps. We can afford to spend a whole lot of time, resources, money in building, getting your dream home, your dream apartment, and 2 years down the line, 3 years, 4 years, you're sent out of the house, you're sent out of that building, you're looking for shelter at the end of the day. No, you need to be fully informed. And one of the things we tend to do right here on Cedarwood Luxury Radio is to give you the needed information, the information that you need for you to take informed decisions. So you have no excuse. Informations are everywhere. There are informations everywhere. Cedarwood Luxury Radio, I think I had a conversation some days ago giving you reasons why you should buy from real estate. All right. We've had topics, we've had conversations. So this particular session right here, real estate in Nigeria, we chose to talk about these demolitions, and we chose to do this because the mindset or the impression so far is that it's a tribal thing. No, it has nothing to do with tribalism. Let's not tribalize this. You saw the map, you saw the original plan, you saw the effects of the fact that some persons flouted the law, went against the rules, went against the original structure on the land. And when we do this, yes, you end up getting money for the real estate agents. For the agents, for those selling the houses, buying the houses, and all that. You end up profiting. You end up getting money. But at the end of the day, you end up losing what you've suffered, your hard-earned money to build. I want to take some comments that was, some comments below the video we just played. Remember, I told you I discovered this video on the Lagos State environmental update, and some people said some things. Someone said, yes, stop allowing people to build anyhow in Lagos. Pass the bill now. Yes, we need a bill. There is a bill that needs to be passed. Every approval or every unapproved place should not be allowed. No one should be allowed. I think I saw a comment. Someone said, this is a good job, all right? But who are the government agencies, staffs that approved it in the first place? The buildings were not built overnight. Why allow the project to commence only to destroy it afterwards? That's the painful aspect of the entire scenario. People are allowing all this. We should start fishing out these people one after the other. Those people who are giving backyard approval, those government agencies that are giving illegal backyard, because nobody will wake up in the morning and just start building anywhere. Somebody must have approved it, even if the approval is not legal, all right? So let's start fishing out those people that are giving out illegal approval. Let's start taking them out of the system, because the more we have them, the more we have people building, the more we have people going into a lot of pain that they are not supposed to. I do not intend to say so much after the video, because the video explains everything. The video answered all the questions. Remember the scenario where he made mention of the fact that someone trying to bribe, someone trying to, look for palliative measures. Let's see what we can do to. No, you saw the effect. You saw the canal, something that should be big enough to, allow water flow, was narrowed to a gutter, hence making another environment, another community, making people in another community to suffer flooding, making people from another community suffer flooding and all that. Whenever it rains in Lagos, this is what we're talking about. Whenever it rains in Lagos, you see everywhere being flooded. These water are supposed to flow through a channel, but many of these channels has either been blocked, built upon, or narrowed to the extent that the amount of water that ought to flow through that channel cannot flow any longer. So let's take our mindset off anything tribalism. This has nothing to do with tribalism, but the structure, the right structure that is on ground that we must follow. We must follow. Somebody or whatsoever must it. It would always record, not just in this particular axis, the Ikoyi-Ikota axis, but it will occur in other places, on the mainland, every other places. We would see this happening over and over again. And that is why I say we need to flush out these people. It's not just enough to go out there and start demolishing buildings that are built in illegal places. Let's start fishing out those people, giving them this approval. Those people collecting the bribe and allowing people to build where they ought not to build. And it is absolutely a high level of wickedness for you to know as an official, for you to know that this place is not an approved place for housing, for building. And you will give people an approval. That is high level of wickedness. You definitely know. You know this place is not good. This place is not for building. But you allow people. You give them approval plan. You allow them, you give them a go ahead just for them in 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or whichever. I remember a friend of mine said they've been living in that particular house for about 13 years or so, and they know that one day government will come and destroy the house, but they don't know when they are coming. Why? Because that particular building is in a place that has been mapped out for something else. And he said for over 10 years, they've been expecting government to come. You see, this is what we're talking about. Now, if they might go to bed tonight, tomorrow the government will come. Now that demolition is everywhere now, tomorrow the government will come and demolish that building. Who sold the land to my friend's father? Who gave them that approval? This is what we are talking about. So please, let's try as much as possible to ensure that as we want to buy land, we want to build. It is a good thing. Yes, God has blessed us, has given us the resources to do these things. It is important to do your due diligence. It is important you go through the right channel. Go to the right channel. P1 Plus, P1 Group, and its entire affiliates. So you have nothing to worry about. Someone said, yeah, this video is detailed enough. Well detailed. All the questions, I'm sure by now, your mind, your orientation, we've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that it has nothing to do with tribalism, but has everything to do with the right structure on the ground. Someone said, I like the analysis of NEPA as a case study. Yes, that is it. That is exactly what, even in other environments, in other places, exactly what is playing out. Until one day when there will not be enough to bribe, or they would come across somebody that will reject the bribe. Just imagine now that man is trying to, speak to the commissioner, and the commissioner say, okay, you know what, don't worry, see me in my office. Before you know it now, another commissioner will come another day, all right? So this has actually been playing out until somebody stands for the truth, until somebody stands and say enough is enough, then we must begin to get things right. I'll take one more comment and then I'll draw the curtain here. Someone said here, but in the first place, why allow the structures reach finished stage? Just ask him. Great video, and great to see that people are seeing how strong-willed, committed, and progressive Tokumbo Wahib is. I think that's the commissioner. All right. So, I mean, we've said enough. Enough and a lot has been said. And I hope we've been able to learn. And I hope you'll be able to share this to people out there for them to also learn and also be aware as well. Thank you very much, everyone. God bless you all. See you again by 4 p.m. And do have yourself a wonderful Monday afternoon.